What is good, y'all? SGG gang, it's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Detroit Tigers rebuild, baby, on MLB The Show 23. And go ahead and do me a quick favor, comment down below what you guys are thinking of this series so far, as well as leave a like. It really helps share it out with YouTube's algorithm to other people that might also enjoy the content too as well. Excuse me if you hear the lawnmower in the background. You know, people like to cut grass at the most random points during the day, right? But here today, we're going to go ahead and try to get through at least the rest of the month of August and get to the September call-ups. You see, we're 80 and 43 now. We got a series here against St. Louis that we want to kind of focus on, being they are a playoff caliber team. So we'll be taking our time going nice and slow through these games, starting off with game one here with a little player lock with one of our hottest hitters of the year. 76 overall B potential, Akil Baddoo. 25 years old, seen a plus 10 to his contact right, plus 8 to his contact left because he's been killing it, plus 7 to his vision. And so far this season, batting .359. 12 home runs, 61 RBIs out of that 2 spot, so he's been very good. A .416 on base percentage, .551 slugging. He's been an all-around great tool, not a defensive liability either, not a whole lot of errors. So as far as team MVP goes, I definitely give it to him. He's got a 4.5 WAR, which is even a step up from what he was able to do last year in a season where I thought he should have been an all-star. This year I thought he could have been too as well. As you can see, he's 4th in the AL in OPS overall, which means I think the top 3 either have it 1,000 or maybe like 1% has 1,000. So I mean, he's up there in all categories, all stats as far as the overall rankings in the AL and MLB go. This is a chopped up the middle, throw over to first base and not be in time. If that goes clean through, that's probably an RBI, but it hits off the mound and at least gets him a single though to start off the ball game. You can see he's already showing off why he's so clutch here. Then you see a sac fly by Jonathan Scope up next. And whenever you see somebody move from first to second on a sac fly, gets in there so clean and so easy, Verlander comes around to score. And after a walk and a pop-up, Baez has a chance to increase this lead even more. We try to steal off on third, but they go ahead and strike out Baez, so not able to increase the lead any farther. As we skip to the top of the 7th, the score is now 2-2. They have Michael Givens in the ball game. Not much offense for either side, but we're looking to try to get a little bit more for us. One out, runner at first base. Gets a circle change right off the plate. We're able to line that one foul and stay alive. But Baddoo is going to be a future starter for this series for a good minute. He's a certified left fielder as he goes ahead and strikes out on that circle change, but definitely is not going anywhere anytime soon. I have no plans to trade him, get rid of him. He is a core piece of the building blocks of this team, and I hope that he's able to keep this success going on to years further as he keeps getting better and maybe even moves into that 80 overall range, possibly. Now today he's kind of struggling, 1 for 5, only that single in the first inning, but top of 11, bases, juice, 2 outs. I mean, who else would you want? Your highest OPS hitter, highest average hitter in the lineup? Maybe Jonathan, just because he has the most RBIs and home runs. But as you can see on the ticker down below too, we're also 13.5 games up in first place still. As we go ahead and try to lock up the division, we're not going to lock up this game though in that at bat. As we go bottom 11th, no outs, runner at second base. And the first thing he does is fly this one deep out to Baddoo, who does have a pretty strong arm in his outfield. He's no slouch now, but this is, I don't know if that's far enough to even try to test. They will not. This game is going to deep into extra innings. We're 11 deep here. Oh, single. Wait, how did nobody move? There's nobody else on it. Did y'all see that? Now, they get a single and score and win the game, but when we got a single, I didn't see anybody else come around. So I want to go investigate this real quick. So I go to the game log after the game's over because I'm kind of wondering, like, how did we get 2 base hits and not score a single run in the top half? When we finally get down to the bottom of the 13th, you can see here, we actually did not have an extra base runner. Baez grounded out from 6-3, so he got thrown out at first. Haas single to left, so I at least should have put runners at the corners. Green struck out, Wong single, that should have scored a run, but instead just moves Haas to second base. Nobody gets thrown out. I don't know what happened there, but unfortunately we lose this game because MLB The Show did not give us an extra inning runner. I don't know if maybe that's in the rules. Past like a certain amount of innings, the away team just doesn't get one, but the home team does. That sounds like a dumb rule. If it is one to me, y'all can maybe educate me down below. Or is that a glitch or problem in the game that you guys have seen happen for your series or your franchises that you're doing on your own too as well? Now, being angry at that game, we immediately come back to a player lock with Joey Wentz, one of our up and down starters. He's kind of only in the starting rotation because Tariq Skubal, remember, is done for the season. He's out for, I think, like 5 more months. So we got to hope that we even have him back for spring training next year, even though I probably won't see him playing that much, considering he's already locked his spot in as the ace for the next season too as well. But we're seeing what Joey Wentz can do. Can he make a crack or an argument as to why he should be in the starting rotation? You got to admit that Jackson Jobe is looking pretty strong down in AAA right now, and he could be pushing for a spot as well. Casey Mize, his spot is insecure, so he's fighting for it. Spencer's fighting for his spot. Only two guys that have their spots guaranteed is Luis Severino and Tariq Skubal. So a lot of people fighting for their spots. Even Matt Manning's still fighting. And we're going to find the 5 best guys to start. And the 6th one will be in that long relief role, if that 6th one isn't one of our already long relief pitchers already. Now you see that we go ahead and get out of that first inning. Great strikeout call there on the inside part of the plate. We go bottom second here. Starting it out the same way the first did. They got a little runner on base, but we were able to go ahead and close things out. We have a 2-0 lead here early already. And Joey Wentz is looking pretty strong. Now, a lot of pitches through. 22 at this point. Gets another 4-seamer to go right by him. So another strikeout here. But hasn't been striking out that many people. And you see Amal Rosario on the Cardinals now, as he is a Reds legend. Flies this one out to deep center field, and we glove that. And so far, 2 innings. 2 perfectly clean innings. I wouldn't say perfectly clean, but pretty clean innings. Now we'll go bottom of the third. And like I said, our plans with Joey as of right now would be to be on the Major League roster as a long relief pitcher. But if Jackson Jobe shows out in spring training, finishes up this year strong, he's definitely somebody that could end up getting that call right back to AAA and go do some more developing. But he's looked pretty strong at the Major League level. I cannot lie. He's looked good in some of his starts. Very inconsistent, but has had starts where he's shown a lot of strikeouts, the ability to get outs, go deep into games, 6-7 innings, no earned runs, 1 earned run, and get a couple of dubs. Now, of course, he'd have more if we put up some offense when he starts, but here today, he has no excuse. We get a nice strikeout call there for out number 1, and then Randy grounds us on the ground, gets him to run way out of the baseline. They don't even try to throw to first base because that took so much time to get over to him, as that boy was basically in the grass. That's got to be cheating or something, right? Throw goes down to second base, and he slides in safe. They stole off on us at second base, so 2 outs. Runner at second now. Brendan Donovan is up, and he gets that 4-seamer into short center field. Verlaine comes in and makes the grab. Great play there. That's still 3 innings of shutout ball. But 46 pitches into this point, I'm at least expecting to go 6 innings here. Maybe 7, depending on how strong he looks, how quickly we can get these innings to finish. You can see we're already up near 52-2 to Paul Goldschmidt. He gets a 4-seamer off the plate going out to deep right field. This will go back at the warning track, hit up against the base of the wall. I thought we were going to be able to track that one in, but that is a double with 1 out by Goldschmidt. Dylan Carson up with a chance to get a run across, and he will get a base hit lined up the middle. Baez not able to get to it in time. Throw will come into the plate up the line, and Eric Haas will not be able to get the tag applied. So that'll be an RBI base hit to put them on the board. And right after Tyler O'Neill is up next, he's got a 1-2 count after watching that one go into the dirt. Swings and misses through the circle change, though. There's 2 outs. Now we just got to get Amal Rosario out of here. And we will get him on the circle change just as well. He'll get caught looking. And we go ahead and skip to the 6th, as the 5th was pretty seamless. We're at 77 pitches to this point, and they still have not pulled your boy. I don't know if he can get these 3 outs, though, this has to be the last inning. He's facing 2, 3, and 4. He has to hope that he can get out of here. Nolan Arenado takes the 104-seamer into the corner up against the wall. Lined rocket and not enough speed makes it a base hit, though. So it'll be a long base hit. But runner still at first. Paul Goldschmidt up 0-2. I'm not worried at all. We'll pitch him very carefully. We don't want anything left in the zone, and we get him to swing through that curveball. Great break. And he's going to go sit down. Dylan Carlson up next. Grounds this one up the middle. Off the second baseman's glove. That's Wong. We'll have no time to get up and make the throw. So unfortunately now the go-ahead run is at first base. Tyler O'Neill looking to be the hero here. Chops this on the ground over to Jonathan. Makes the jump throw from third base, and he's got him. Terrible camera angle work by me, so we'll have to watch the replay again. But that is an amazing play down the line. 1 hop, 2 steps, 1 jump throw, and a great reach, too, also by C.J. Cron to go get that one before the foot's down. Great play there. Now they do end up going in and taking your boy Joey Wentz out the ball game. We have a 2-1 lead as of right now. They put in Jose Cenero to go ahead and try to close this one out. And obviously, I wanted to see how the game would go and progress and see if we want to come into this one late. Immediately gives up a solo home run to William Contreras. So no win for Joey Wentz, but a great start nonetheless. And we answer back the next inning with a great run scoring opportunity, leaving 3 on base. We now switched up to Jordan Hicks, who's a little bit tired. Michael Givens is on the mound for them, switching up to Amir Garrett, and we get a single-double combo to go ahead and take the lead. So now we will go ahead and at least try to jump into this game here as Jordan Hicks on the mound, facing off against Tyler O'Neill. I had to go ahead and switch it out of player lock to be able to do this one. And they did not have our closer up and warming up, which is shocking to me. You know, this is a save situation. I don't know why he wouldn't be. So I'm going to go ahead and warm him up. He's leading the AL in saves, too, with 36, trying to go for 40. So I'm getting him warmed up just in case Jordan Hicks gets out of it. He is tired. He's pitching a lot of innings this season. And only 15 pitches through, he's already getting close to that yellow territory as we go 2-2 here. Lined it. Foul territory, and it'll get down. And you see he's already getting tired with his first at bat. Jumped up from 15 to 21 pitches. And all Tyler O'Neill knows how to do is extend this at bat. Gets a 3-2 count. Swings over the slider over the top. Not able to make anything happen with it. And we'll go to Amal Rosario up next. 1 out already. And we're looking to try to make quick work. Give time for our closer to get ready. Chops this one on the ground to Wong, who will pick it up. Throw goes over to first base, and we got him. So another quick inning there. Why not go ahead and see if Jordan Hicks can go ahead and finish this one out then? He's got a full count here to Lars Nootbaar. You saw William Contreras is up next in the on-deck circle. Gets a base hit that goes by Wong. Verling takes a pretty bad angle to this. This will slow roll to the wall. We'll have to get it in quick to stop from a triple happening, and he will. That'll be a 2-out double. And Jordan Hicks was already tired, so we go ahead and pull him out of the game and bring in Alex Lange. 46 games this season, 36 saves and 39 opportunities, 50 strikeouts and 44 innings. He has looked very good this season. No second half collapse, and still with only 3 blown saves and a 2-1 record. He has looked very, very good all season, going for that AL lead in saves this season. And the first pitch he throws, he goes in and gets save number 37 with a chopper over to Jonathan. Great 3-2 victory here as we're able to go ahead and pull this one out. We go ahead and even the series right back up. That was a great start from Joey Wentz, only giving up 1 earned run. Bullpen kind of blew us up there, but we still got to get more offense. And 3 runs we should be able to score more than 3. We should be averaging 4 or 5 runs with the offense that we've been able to produce at times. So I'm a little bit more disappointed in the offense than the pitching, but the pitching should still be able to shut it down, especially my bullpen. You are to come in and get like 1-2 innings at the most, and you should be able to shut it down from there. Verlin, you see a 2-hit game. You see Akil Baddoo 3 for 4, 2 for 4 for Baez, his 12th home run of the season, and got all 3 RBIs here today. 7 strikeouts for Wentz, 2 for Jose and Jordan, even though they didn't have the best outings. And I mean that with Jose, 1 inning, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, getting that ERA above 4. But we'll come right back and focus in on Game 3 as we look to go ahead and win the series. And coming back on the mound, we're at 81-44 now, trying to close out this division, close out the month of August. Let's get the fans hype and lit as we are here in St. Louis, trying to steal another win on the road. On the mound for them, we'll have to face off against Eric Lawyer. Lawyer? I think that's how you would say it. Like a lawyer. 24 starts this season, 4-14 record, a 5 ERA. This should be tee-off city. 161 hits given up in 133 innings. We should be able to ball today. I'm expecting the offense to have a huge day and the pitching staff to get right for your boy. Now, Matt Verlin, struggling all season, though. 239 this year. More power, though. 13 home runs, 36 RBIs. He missed significant time last year. I think it was 2 to 3 months last year. So, way more games played this season than last season, and maybe the sample size growing shows that he's not actually a 200, 300 hitter. Not actually a guy that should be leading off the lineup. We'll see. But he is the oldest in our outfield, so when it comes time to bring up guys like Andrew Jones or Morris Jones, he's going to be the first one to get looked at to replace, especially with a strikeout like that to start off the game. Now, Riley Green comes back and makes a long at-bat even longer with the full count walk there. They extend that pitch count up to 11. We'll go to Miguel Cabrera again. The spot start here today over at third base as Jonathan was a little bit tired. Flies this one out. Shallow. Shortstop makes the catch right outside the infield, so no infield fly rule. But he's able to make the catch. Jonathan Scope playing DH today, so just a simple swap there. We had a lot of guys tired here for some reason here late in the season. I don't know if that's just because we don't have enough guys on the bench or what's going on, but a lot of guys are tired. So you'll see a lot of people playing out of position or just getting rest today. But what a day to do it on. Then a start of Luis Severino. Could be a potential ace too as well if we didn't have Tree Screwball. 24 starts this season, 11-8 record. Whip at 1.4, so that's kind of alarming, but those strikeout totals are the highest on the team. I think he's one of the only ones with 100 strikeouts in this game. And we'll be looking for a good outing from him here today as he already gets off to a full count at bat. They're trying to make the inning just as long as we did. So with a 3-2 count, no outs, he'll just go ahead and concede the walk to Randy with that circle change low and away. Mar Rosario moves up in the lineup here today. Instead of hitting at the 7, hits at the 2 and gets a nice little base hit into the outfield to go ahead and start their inning beautifully as the first 2 reach. And Severino already in a bit of a jam. And then goes down 2-0 to Brendan Donovan. Chops us on the ground, though, to Carpenter playing first base here today. Scope at shortstop, actually, So yeah, like I said, a bunch of people out of position. I gotta remember where everybody's at. He is not playing DH. He's at short today to give Baez a rest because he was one of the only people with actual good stamina. So you see Carpenter over first. CJ Cron is not in. Jake Rogers is playing catcher today as he gets a base hit up the middle here in the top of the third inning to maybe get something started for us. We were able to get out of our own little jam. Let's start one up for them as well. Matt Verling gets hit on the left oblique as now we have our first two reach. No outs. Riley Green up to the plate. Watches that cutter in on the hands. 3-0. Gets a 4-pitch walk. So now we have bases juiced. No outs for Miguel Cabrera, one of the clutchest hitters of 3 decades. Gets a circle change low, swings through it 0-1. Gets a 4-seamer over the plate. And that'll get over the outstretched glove at second base. We're going to go ahead and send 2 home and go ahead and send Green over to third base. And the throw will go straight into him and not be in time. So a quick 2-0 lead here. Let's try to extend it some more. Jonathan up next. 1-0. Gets a 4-seamer right down the middle. Unfortunately, chops it on the ground. And that'll be a double play, but at least the run will score. So an RBI credited to him on that. But he goes in and effectively stops the run as Kerry Carpenter takes that slider right out to left field, right into the glove. And we'll have to go to the bottom of the third, only up 3-0. Now Luis Severino still looking pretty strong. And here goes another glitch. For whatever reason, the pitch count got reset for Luis Severino. His energy stayed the same. But if you notice now, he only has, that's his second pitch of the inning, or the game, apparently. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys have run into that glitch too as well. I mean, I will take it because, I mean, all it's going to do at the end of the day is just help me, right? But we end up having a couple of long at-bats here with that double to start off with. Then we come right back with a full count here to Victor Cardinals. 10 pitches through. Gets in to watch that 2-seamer upstairs, though. Nice strikeout. And then Randy is up with a 3-0 count. Watching 4 straight to get it to first base. And now we have runners at first and second, 1 out. Ahmad Rosario not able to be clutch this time, but that might be deep enough to move the runner up. Verling's going to come in, throw it. They're not even going to try it. Not enough speed. So that's good, though. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Great chance to get out of this inning. Now look at that. 25 pitches in this inning. We immediately got that pitch count right back up. Now we're at 26 pitches, full count. Gets a pitch to hit here. Nick Madden out in left field today. Takes a bad angle as Akil Badu is out of the lineup. Will score 1. That'll be 2. Runner's going to stop at second base. It's a 2 RBI double, as this is one of the longest innings I think I've ever pitched. We are at 32 pitches. Paul Goldsmith 2-2 watches the 4-seamer over the plate, and we finally get out of it. I just somehow went from 0 to 33 pitches in 1 inning. We're going to stay with him. He's already looking tired because at this point, he's thrown a lot. And you see a milestone watch here. He has 995 career strikeouts. 5 strikeouts away from 1,000. So we're going to look to see if we can get that here before he has to get up out of here. And if not, that'll be something to watch for maybe in the next start he does. Luis Severino, bottom of the 4th, though. Nolan Gorman is going to go ahead and stand in the way of him at first. 1-2 pitch. Swings and misses at the circle change off the plate. Let's go and keep that counter going. That's 4 more to go. 5th strikeout of the ball game. Tyler O'Neill's up next. He's got a 1-2 count. Swings and chases the slider. That's 3 more to go. Lars Nootbaar, 2-2. Will he chase? He will. Gets the slider low and away. Now we just need 2 more strikeouts, so we bring him out for the 5th inning. 0-2 to Mark Ventos. Swings and misses at the slider. He's 1 strikeout away from 1,000. Victor Caratini standing in between him and that strikeout. The 1-1 pitch pops this one up to Miguel Cabrera. And I really did not want him to come out for the 6th. He was tired at this point. He has no energy at this point in the game. None. 58 pitches through. Really more like probably about 70 or 80 if you count what he did in the first 2 innings. Randy, though, watching the first 2 pitches, trying to make this at bat drag out long. You saw that motion come up there. No energy left. Gets called for going around that 4-seamer. You know what we're looking for. Slider low and away. 1-2. Chased it outside, and that is 1K strikeouts. Y'all could tell by the title of the video we were looking for 1K today. Was it as a team? Was it as an individual? It was Luis Severino individually reaching 1K career strikeouts. Let's go ahead and make it 1,001 as we get Rosario chasing on that one. Next up, Brennan Donovan, 2-2. Hill, swing and miss at that one. It'll be a drop third strikeout. Rogers gets it, throws over to first base, and he's got him. That'll be 11 Ks on the day, 1,002. As my boy is looking very, very strong here. 1-1 to Paul Goldsmith. as we're looking to go ahead and finish up the 6th inning of work and get into the bullpen and hopefully be able to change this up. 74 pitches. He's probably more like close to 100 here as we chop that over to Hernandez, who will get the out here. No final strikeout to end it, but 11 Ks in 6 innings. We will take that. Now the Cardinals will go to their bullpen as well. Giovanni Gallegos, 36 games, a 2-0 record, 17 holds and 40 in the 3rd innings pitched. So Javi Baez will be the first man he faces, and he goes in and swings through that slider early. Watches another one come in and fouls this one off as he's just a little bit late as it gets to the seats. And Baez looking to try to get on base. He's on DH duties today. 0-2. Swings and misses through that slider away. Saw nothing but sliders that time. So Hernandez will come in, taking note of that. Let's see if he gets any sliders to hit here. Nope, just a 4-seamer in on the hands. Can it drop? It will drop into his glove. As he goes in and sits down, Jake Rogers is up next, 2 for 2 on the day. Hasn't not been on base yet, but swings through that 4-seamer in the dirt. And we'll go to our bullpen as well. Anderson Espinoza, who, as far as when I pitched with him, has looked pretty strong. He's got a lot of stamina. So he's somebody that can eat up innings, and I need to eat up 2 here real quick. So the first person to face, though, is Nolan Gorman. He'll watch 8 pitches go by. Make that 9 as he works a full count walk over to first base. Tyler O'Neill up next, 2-1. Swings and misses. Throw will go into second base as they try to steal on the backup catcher. Jake Rogers making it happen, though, throwing him out. Great play there by him. As Tyler O'Neill now has a full count, though, after that. Watches that slider go, and he walks over to first base. And I guess this team is insane, right? Because they try it again, expecting different results, and Jake Rogers gets the perfect throw. Guns him out there. That's a lot of speed over there. That was 91 speed with a good jump that he just threw out. We got to go back and watch the replay here. You see almost a perfect jump here, just moving, wheeling, and dealing, but the throw right in line where he could just catch and scoop at the same motion. We're able to go ahead and get him out at second base. So the first 2 outs come in the same exact fashion. Walk, caught stealing. Now it's Lars Nootbaar. 1-1 count as we go ahead and try to get out of the 7th inning. Loops this one right in front of Nick Manton for a 2-out base hit. Looking to maybe get a rally going here as they try to start something up. And it'll be with the bottom of the order, Mark Ventos. 1-2. Swings and misses at that slider, though. As they'll go ahead and go walk back to the dugout, and we stay here with Anderson Espinoza. 9-1-2 set to stand up for the Cardinals. As we look to go ahead and try to win, not win this ball game, but at least get to our closer. If we get to our closer, you can go ahead and wrap this game up with a nice bow and arrow, man. That's a good strikeout there to start things off. Randy up next. First pitch he sees, flies this one out to Manton, who has just enough speed to wheel that in. 2 outs. Amal Rosario up next. 1-0 count, 31 pitches through this point, so maybe starting to get a little bit tired here as we get that called strike there on the high upper black. Throws a slider that catches too much of the plate, and that is long gone. Solo home run out into the Detroit Tigers bullpen. I had to figure out which side that was on, as he had some vendetta against us because I ain't pick him up in free agency, I guess. 14th home run of the season, and it just tied this ball game up and ruined a great start for Luis Severino. Reaches 1K strikeouts and can't even enjoy a victory on it either. At least maybe hopefully he'll be able to enjoy a team victory, as we'll have a chance to come up to bat to maybe try to take this lead back, but their inning still isn't over. Number 3, Brendan Donovan up next, 1 for 3 on the day, and he'll line a base hit out to the outfield as Green will come in, grab it, and throw it into the field. So that'll bring up 4-hitter Paul Goldsmith, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Can we make him 0 for 4 on the slider? Trying to live by that slider, die by that slider. We don't care. He just gave up a home run. 2-2. Swing, chops it on the ground over to Carpenter, who will just go over to Scope for the easy out. And we'll go ahead and take things now to the top of the 9th. Genesis Cabrera. 40 games, a 4.84 ERA, though. So at least some hope here that we can possibly get a little bit of offense going. With our 4, 5, and 6 due up. Jonathan Scope starting it off. Trying to get that curveball to work with him. Swings over the top. We jump forward to a 1-2 count where a 4-seamer goes eye level. And it's even back up. Cabrera throws. Circle change right down the middle. Good timing, but it's on the ground to shortstop. And since he is a little bit tired, not enough room to go ahead and get into first base. And now we go up to Kerry Carpenter, hoping that he can start something here with 1 out. He's had some clutch moments in the series to this point. Could we see a solo home run possibly? That would be great with that power here at this point. Evened up count, 2-2. Swings over the top of that curveball, not able to make it up yet. And now it'll be up to Nick Manton. 0-1 count. Chops one on the ground. It'll go over to second base. Throw will go into first, and they got him. Great little series there as they're able to go ahead and get out of the top of the ninth without giving anything up. We're sticking with Anderson Espinosa as he gets a strikeout here just to see and save my bullpen as much as possible. But I do have somebody getting up and warmed up out there just in case he were able to give it up. But a nice little quick start here. Strikeout, 2-pitch ground out. And next up, Nolan Arenado evened up count 53 pitches to this point. At this point, he's pitched starting pitching level pitches. We're at 54 pitches through, I think, only like 3 innings of work, full count. We're just going to go ahead and walk him, though. They brought him in to pinch hit. You see he has a 280 average. They brought him in to pinch hit to try to, I guess, get a last inning home run going. I don't know. Maybe you should have probably started the inning with him, but we go ahead and let him walk. We go ahead and bring in a reliever and get out of that inning, thankfully. Now, with our extra inning running, I go ahead and decide to bring Akil Badu off of his rest day and go out to second base so we can try to get some speed over there. And it'll be up to Baez. If we can just get him moved around, we can go ahead and go Alex Lange and close this game out like we always do. So let's try to get some good work in here. I'm debating on if I should bunt or not. A 206 average runners in scoring position is going to get even lower here, as that might be able to get down. No, it will not. Playing around the base passes, but dude, not focusing. He thought it was going to drop two as well, trying to get an early jump to the plate. And unfortunately, they double him up at second base. So now it's up to Cesar Hernandez with nobody on. 2 outs. Full count here coming from Cabrera. And it will be a 4-seamer upstairs that he swings and misses through. Not able to make anything work, and we bring in Yamisi Garcia. 21 holds this season. We're looking to get one more hold here as we try to go ahead and get out of this inning and maybe go back to the 11th and redraw it up. Facing off against Victor Carantini. 9-1-2 set to do up this inning. 0-2. Flies this one out to Verling. It's a line drive rope. They're not going to test it to move up. So runner will stay at second base. And they're going to go ahead and bring in a pinch runner of their own, Munoz. Boy, I'm bad with these names, bro. But I promise you, as soon as I start getting back into baseball again, I'm going to start being able to say these things professionally, expertly. As Randy goes and gets a base hit into the outfield, so it'll be up to Rosario again to see if he can be clutch for his team. He had that clutch home run to tie it up. Can he go ahead and hit the clutch home run to maybe possibly win a game? No, he cannot, as Green will come in and range on the shallow fly ball. Throw in the third base to see if we catch him slipping. Not going to do that, but it'll be up to Tommy Edman, who they bring in the pinch hit. He'll get a base hit, line into the outfield, as Green did not. He just kind of gave up on it and conceded the loss. I wish he would have went for it and dove, but unfortunately, that'll be the walk-off win the Cardinals need. They take the series and the game. And unfortunately, we just caved that one up at the end. Bullpen kind of let it slide. Defense let it go, and not enough offense to back it up. We had 4 hits as a team today. We made it all work, but we have to be able to get more than just 4 hits. Now, a lot of backups were in, as you see. Jonathan at short, Miguel at third, Kerry Carpenter playing first, Manning at left, Baez at DH, Jake Rogers at catcher. But we have to be able to score with our bench guys, or else we ain't going to be able to survive in the postseason time. Now, with that being said and done, I did want to come out here to the minor leagues and go ahead and set things up because we haven't played with our new addition. We traded for him, threw him in the lineup, hope that he would get better, and hope that maybe we might be able to see him come back up. But Drew Jones, he started on the team in stolen bases with 10, but everything has gotten worse since we've been able to trade for him and send him down to AAA. He's batting .224 now. He's having a lot of improvements in his ratings, but other than that, my man has not been doing pretty good down at AAA. Now you see here with the 2-2 count, checks his swing, but they're going to say he went around on the curveball. And he's somebody that I would love to see come up at the major league level at some time soon. Him and Morris Jones, the Jones brothers, are going to hopefully have kind of like a similar progression. Come up at about the same time, play, roughly the same roles. And that's why I say we got to make some room in our outfield. Somebody's going to be one of those 4 people between Badu, Green, Morris, and Drew. Somebody's going to be a DH. Somebody might be coming off the bench. But 3 guys are going to make an impact in my outfield. I know that much. So it'll be up to who does it. Now we got an outfield chance here to see how strong that arm is. And that thing looked like a noodle as it bounced almost twice just to get to third base from that distance. As we've seen Morris's Jones arm, and he would have reached that one. So in the field, might go to Morris. Now we got runners at first and second, though. Great chance here for Drew to get his first hit of the game. And it be clutch here as the first thing he sees is a 4-seamer right down the middle. Base hit into the outfield. Runner's going to go ahead and come around third base. The throw will come in kind of slowly as we go ahead and get the score in. And he is hyped. He is lit. And look, another Jones in the outfield as that RBI single gives us our first run of the game. We are now at 2-1. It's up to Eric De La Rosa. Grounded this on the ground at first base. Not going to be in time to get a double play, though. as they go and get 2 knocked out. And we still have the game at 2-1 here. Still facing Mason Miller deep into the 6th inning. And that'll be a base hit that gets over the head into outfield. And I'm actually going to test this one. He played around with his speed a little bit too much. We're going to slide in on the opposite side, and we get it in this time. That's what I'm telling you. Sliding matters. You got to slide on the right side of the plate if you want to have any success. So we do go ahead and get around that, as that'll be a double. His 8th of the season or 9th of the season. Sliding in safely here with a stolen base right after. Unfortunately, we get the strikeout there from the batter, Eric De La Rosa. But Keith Clemens with a chance to be clutch here. 0-2, 2 outs, swings and misses. Unfortunately, not able to do it. And that'll basically do it for the game. I mean, we lose 2-1 roughly here, but at least we saw a good game there from Drew Jones. A 2-for-5 day, I think it was. A double, a single, and an RBI. So he played pretty good. You see Jackson Jobe had a decent start here today, just no offense. Keith 1-for-4. Spencer 0-for-4. And Drew Jones' 17th RBI, 9th double. But Job, 6 innings, only 3 strikeouts, which is kind of alarming, but great work there. And then Garrett Hill did a good job too as well. And to kind of help him out with this cold streak, I'm thinking of adjusting the lineup slightly, maybe moving him out of the leadoff role, maybe into like the number 2 spot. Kind of Morris Jones does, and you've seen other success with like Akil Badu hitting at the 2, Riley Green hitting at the 2. So we'll see if maybe he has some success there. Now I wanted to test this out, so I'm simulating through the rest of their series here that they have with the Bulls to see how he ends up doing. So after skipping a couple of critical situations, I want to come check the box scores on these games and see what he's doing. Here they have him lead off again, and he's 1-for-3 with a strikeout. The next game they come back, it looks like they put him now down at the 4 spot. He goes 0-for-3 with an RBI, 2 strikeouts. So the 4 spot didn't work. The starting spot didn't work. You see here we get the dub, and he's actually not in the lineup. So that's alarming. One of the only wins that we get, he's not even a part of when we actually have big offense. Comes back to the leadoff spot, goes 2-for-4 though here, 2 strikeouts. And in the final game of the series, it looks like they put him at the 3 spot. He goes 1-for-3 in a run. So maybe it's just a bad cold streak. Hopefully he jumps out of it. We go back up to the major league level. And of course, thankfully we jump back into our winning ways, get a sweep there against the Angels with a 6-0 victory here. I'm coming in to check to see if we get a shutout. As Colton Wong goes 3-for-5 here. Great game for him. Just unable to do it though. Matt Manning couldn't get the last 2 outs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Not bad at all. 4-game winning streak before losing game 2 to Oakland, and then coming back and winning the series though in game 3. So that's a pretty successful series as we have Milwaukee up right after it. And we want to make sure we get through that one and get close to the time of being able to get people in. Jose Cenero is out for 1 to 2 months, it looks like. So I'll have to put him on the 60-day deal. So that might be an extra roster spot to have someone move up to. We lose that series with Milwaukee, winning game 3 6-1, but almost no offense in the first 2. And then we take the first 2 at Baltimore yet again. Bring us into September call-up time at 89-48. A pretty good record this season. I mean, we're looking very, very good. So it's time to make the roster moves to get our call-ups in. And you already know who we're calling up. It's no big surprise, but we do actually have to get 4 people up since we have 2 people on the injured list, especially on 60 days. So we won't have to worry about sending anybody down and ruining any options. But we got to bring 4 people up. 2 of them we already know. It's going to be first baseman Spencer Torkelson and shortstop Keith Clemens, who actually have to add to the 40-man roster to get up. But I'm glad these boys are able to finally go ahead and come to the Major League roster. I'm excited to see what they can do. Next episode out, we'll probably go ahead and check out their first games up here. You saw a +9 to his contact being added this season. And then also we're going to go ahead and bring up Will Vest and Garrett Hills. I have to add Will Vest as well to the 40-man. As I feel like they've done the best of AAA as far as relief pitching goes. And of course, we'll bring up some people from AA up to the AAA system. And I know y'all are wondering, what about Morris Jones? He's hitting 289 at AA. He's up to a 72 overall now. You know, he's back from injury. He's playing good. He's upped his average since being back. He's starting to hit a hot streak. +4 on his contact, +9 on his power, +5 on his power. Like, what are you going to do with them? Yes, I am going to make the move. Against my beginning of the year judgment, I thought he was going to be on AA all season. I'm going to go ahead and move him to AAA, see what he's got to end the season out, man. So all y'all Morris Jones fans that wanted to see it, yes, he's going up to AAA. He will be playing there to end out the season. So I hope you guys are happy. And here's just a quick look at the final standings, though, before we got out of here for the day. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode and are ready for the debuts, I guess you could say. Spencer Torkelson on the Major League roster, and then Keith Clemens making his official MLB debut when he comes up. So I know you guys are going to be excited. We'll player lock those games and get closer to playoff time. As you can see here, we're 89-48. 7 games away from eliminating the White Sox, as well as 13 away from eliminating the Cardinals. I can't wait to hopefully clinch a playoff spot. In the next episode, we will go and get into that. So if you guys are enjoying it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. It really helps share the video out for your boy. If you guys enjoyed it, leave feedback down below. I love to chop it up with y'all. And it'll be your boy SGG, aka SmooveGotGame, aka G and Smooth, catching y'all in the next video. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, man. I'm out.